The cold of winter has long since subsided, and the warmth of spring brings bounty in the field and the anticipation of many to see this combine at work. The sun is hot, the wind is blowing, the moisture's right, and the fuel tank is full. Let's get to cutting. Every spring brings a special ritual as teams of custom harvesters get their gear together and hit the road. And for decades, Gleaner has been a favorite for custom harvesters because of the low weight, low loss levels, excellent grain sample, and the ease of hauling. For many customers, the Gleaner Super Series represents a way to increase capacity without compromising through added weight, size, or fuel use. Even with the largest grain bin capacity on any combine in the industry, the Gleaner's unique optional Power Fold 390 bushel grain bin extensions fold down in 18 seconds with a flip of a switch to an overall height of under 12.5 feet. A John Deere 9770 with its 300 bushel grain tank has an overall transport height of almost 15 feet, and a Case IH 7120 with its 315 bushel grain tank has a transport height of almost 13.5 feet. The Gleaner gives a big advantage for custom harvesters, where overall height can be a serious and costly issue. Decades-long Gleaner fans, Goshen Harvesting, traded their entire fleet for new Super 7s, and the crew will harvest a swath through the middle of the country, bringing in wheat, corn, soybeans, and milo with amazing precision and speed. There are many custom harvesters that will only trade for Gleaners year in and year out. What has made 2011 and the Super Series different is that harvesters that once chose other color combines are now driving Super 6s and Super 7s. Coon Harvesting is a precision operation, and they know how to spot an opportunity. For years, Darrell Coon has been a fan of John Deere combines, and for good reason. He used to sell them.
After we sold the dealership, we've continued to run John Deere combines.
Despite years of loyalty to Deere, Coon decided to trade in half of the harvesting fleet for Gleaner Super 7s, and he's happy he did.
And I think the big deal with us was weight issues on no-till farm ground. That was our main concern.
While Darrell enjoys the results he's getting from his new Gleaners, his crew is equally excited with the ease of use and excellent results.
Last few elevators we've been to, they've had the cleanest samples from our trucks than anyone else, what we hear. I don't know if they tell that to everyone, but it sure makes us feel good.
As custom harvesters spread out across the country, they provide us with invaluable feedback for innovation and improvements. Many of the advances on the Super Series were inspired and tested by custom harvesters. We're proud to be the choice of some of the country's best custom harvesters, and we're glad to see more of them making Gleaner part of their success. As no-till farming grows in popularity, farmers are becoming more conscious of the weight of their combine. We're hearing more farmers tell us they're coming to Gleaner because we have the lightest combines in their classes.
We no-till our milo, and yeah, that's a big issue on compaction, is being able to plant through those tracks. So, and I think a Gleaner is probably a little better off on compaction than some of the heavier competitors.
What probably got our biggest attention on weight of the machines was the compaction, and losing a job and then coming back and watching our ground, our personal farm ground that we farm, watching compaction on it when we would go in and strip till in wheat stubble to plant either dryland corn or dryland milo. There's a difference.
For farmers moving machines, it's extra weight to pull down the road. And for every farmer, it takes fuel and horsepower to move every extra pound through the field. We decided we wanted to compare the weight of combines and see what the difference might mean for farmers. This John Deere 9770 weighed in bare without the header at 37,920 pounds. The Gleaner S7 weighed in at 32,860 pounds. The calculation of rolling resistance is based on how much horsepower it takes to move 1 pound at 5 miles an hour. That calculation is estimated at 0.00196 horsepower. When that number is multiplied by the weight difference of 5,060 pounds, you can see that 9.9 horsepower is used at 5 miles an hour just to move the extra weight of the combine. It's nearly the equivalent of towing a Ford F-150 pickup behind your combine anytime you harvest or load the machine. The results are even worse for other brands of combine. The Case 7120 weighs 6,495 pounds more than the Gleaner, and the New Holland 9060 weighs 6,565 more pounds. That's the equivalent of towing 2.5 bass boats behind you up every hill, through every mud puddle, and down every road. With harvest in full swing in parts of the country, we're getting out and showing people how the Super Series delivers such amazing results. As part of our demonstrations, we're using AgCam cameras to show some of Gleaner's unique features. Cameras installed above the header, outside the processor, beneath the accelerator rolls, and in the bin allow farmers to see the process of crop moving from header to bin. These cameras transmit wirelessly to the field side where spectators can see the Gleaner's unique natural flow feeding, 360-degree separation, and the two-stage cleaning system. While conducting demonstrations in western Kansas, we were delighted to meet some farmers and dealers that represent Gleaner in Australia. After a successful launch of the new Gleaner in Australia, these overseas visitors took a chance to meet and eat with custom harvesters, seeing the Super 7 in action and have their questions answered by Gleaner's Kevin Bean. To summarize our Australian friends' response to seeing the Super 7 in action, it was, quote, bloody great and a highlight of our visit to America. We're sincerely enjoying our time on the road meeting farmers and showing them this new machine, but we'd really like for you to come and join the excitement. You can find demonstrations near you by visiting gleanercombines.com, and on the site you can request a demonstration or even have us set aside some time for you at the upcoming trade shows. Speaking of trade shows, we'll be at the Farm Progress Show, the Husker Harvest Days Show, Canada's Outdoor Show, the Big Iron Farm Show, Farm Science Review, and the Agri-Trade Show in Red Deer. Please visit us at one of the shows and make sure you get a chance to see the Gleaner for yourself. We hope you've enjoyed the update on the progress of the Super Series. Like our custom harvesting friends, it's time for us to move up the road and follow where the harvest leads us. There's more ground to cut and crop to get in, and we're eager to see the fields and friends along the way. Until next time, have a great, safe, and bountiful harvest from your friends at Gleaner.